The comforts of food and drink. I'm going to share with you a basic understanding of the sin of gluttony. So this understanding is largely based on the beliefs of an early church father, Evagrius of Pontus. Now, Evagrius was a 4th century monk who established foundations for Christian thought and spirituality. One of his major contributions was his classification of sins into 8 categories, which he called the 8 evil thoughts. These later were edited by others into the 7 deadly vices or 7 deadly sins. And he wrote about the 8 evil thoughts at a great length, but I only wish to impart some basic definitions, how they affect a person, and how to defend against them. Now, he wrote about them in order from what he viewed as most physical to most psychological. So I'll try to follow this order, which is why I will talk about gluttony. And I'll follow up with the 7 other thoughts in following videos. So gluttony probably comes to mind as the sin of overeating. We might think of being obese or overweight as suffering a chronic sin of gluttony. Or we might think of a one-time offense like late-night binge eating grease-covered delivery pizza until we're in sharp physical pain. Now, while these situations likely fall under the effects of gluttony, its definition has to do with our own awareness and control. Gluttony is an imbalanced consumption of food and drink. It is when one of our primal appetites for survival expands beyond moderation and controls us in ways which hinder the rest of our lives. 2 things occur when our appetite controls us. 1, the overindulgence of a base desire inclines us to overindulge in other desires. In a sense, the organic fuel that is supposed to be provided instead becomes a fuel for other temptations. If we allow a base desire to be corrupted, a higher, more complex desire can be more easily corrupted. 2, gluttony attacks our faith in God by undermining our dependency on Him. It feeds off the fear of not having enough food. We want to feel secure in knowing that nourishment will be guaranteed for the future. If we feel that God will not continue to provide, we hoard what is immediately in front of us. We elevate our own ability above God's, believing that we are the primary means of upholding our existence. As I mentioned earlier, gluttony is an imbalance. Most of the time, this is overeating. It can be an appetite run amok or desire to hoard out of fear. However, imbalance can also be undereating. When one eats too little or purges, like in cases of bulimia, one distorts the appetite into something God did not intend. It becomes a fear of the things God provides. To protect against gluttony, the answer is simple, though it can be difficult. Maintain a balanced diet. Keep the appetite in order. And spiritually, one should be thankful to God for the food one has and trust in God for survival.